RetroTech Ralph is proudly sponsored by my friends at One Click Print. However you want your prints, they offer quality and premium service on a variety of materials. Visit them at oneclickprint.com. Hi guys, RetroTech Ralph here with part 2 of the Star Trek Next Generation Build Enterprise D Model Kit Magazine 8 by HeroCollector and Eaglemoss. This time we're going to be doing parts kits 28, 29 and 30. Now there look like there's quite a few parts here, but I have a sneaking suspicion that this will not be used, because this will go at the bottom of there. Or will it? Yeah, it looks like it probably would go there. Well, like everything, it doesn't seem to fit exactly right. Okay, yeah it does. Right, so we'll start off with 28. Put these two away. So, let's have a look. Page, just did that one, just did the neck, just did that panel on there, which it went a little bit iffy. There was a part, there was one of these windows on the part before, or yeah, that didn't line up properly and the part fell through, so we had to strip that down a little bit to get back to it, and then thread the cables through, thread the wires through for the lights, and these two lights were already poking through the top. I'm going to look through, well I'm sure it was anyway, so it's probably my fault. They were just made it look like they were underneath. So 28, so let's get on with this one. Let's do something with it. Nice metal piece to start with. So, as usual, I have the parts, which are there, all in the pot ready, and all the screws inside here, waiting to go. It's not that organised at the minute. Maybe we should start a video organised. That'd be a good idea, Ralph. Right, so, looks like, take the panel and insert two escape catches. Got tons already plotted out. I'll put the red line to the bottom, otherwise they're not going to be matching anything else up. Following this through, a couple of blacks. These are always a pain in the backside to do because they just won't stay the way around you want it, but then again it's not a natural way around for that piece to go. Another black piece there. Now that's just flipped again. These are fiddly little things, you know. Black on the first, black on the fourth, and then clears. I do wish sometimes these would drop straight in. Tiny little things anyway. I mean, I do like to cut all these out to start with, to make sure they're all ready for me to put into place. So we want the metal piece, which is from here, that way around, and it needs to go and hold everything in place. I'm guessing that it will show you putting the screws and secure it with 3 DM screws. Okay. Get the screwdriver. Let's get the other screwdriver, shall we? 1, 2, and 3. DM. The screwdriver we've got now, the shorter one, does seem a little bit, I don't know if it's good or bad. However, I'm not fully convinced on doing DM without putting the light in first. Everything seems fine on that side. This will be that way around on the saucer. So it goes there. And I get the light, because this looks like this is all this step is. Oh, no. Of course it isn't. Yeah. Right, I do prefer, because this has only got the one light on it. Let's try and put this in place before I secure anything. But it doesn't always work out that way. Try and just prise up a little bit. Doesn't matter which way round the LED goes inside here. Yep. So there's a little notch inside there. You need to get behind the LED with it. So there is better. Now when that goes down on it, it will nip that between the cables and hopefully hold it in place. Metal, so you can give it a bit more oomph with a metal screw on the metal part, so that's better. There we go. Good. So now you can feel it. There's a little bit of play there. I can push it in and out, and it just stops coming through. So that should be done. Right. So we need the saucer, and as by magic, it's not right in the right place. The saucer wants to be... Nope, the saucer wants to be that side there. Position it so it's there. Now, where does the cable come up? Where is the cable? What? Because that way around here, dingbat. Right, so that wants to come up via... There's a two-part there. Because it's above here? No, it's not. Why is that 27A, 28A? That doesn't go there, Ralph. It goes up here. Ah, that's why. There's a double bar there. I was thinking an extension on that side there. It's to bring over here. So it goes in and up here. Now, what securing screws have I got? I'll get to that one in a second. The M. So I'll get two of these ready. There we go. Because they want to go in there and there. Now this is going to need bend. The cable for this is going to need bending up right on the edge. So this can go threaded inside there. That's not a bad join. And the cable needs to go. Why is it showing the cables? That's not a cable. What cable's that? That's going over top. The cable for it is. It must have gone that way then. Down and up. Okay. Come on, Ralph. Why is there 3 screws here? Oh, that's 2 screws. I'm really not with it at this minute. It's fine. So try and get 1, 2 in, and that cable's better where it was before. Yeah. Well, these cables are going to break. I'm sure they are. Right. So in, on, done. Haha. There we go. Oh, this is the fiddly part now. Try and get those into there, pushed in place, and then a screw on the end of a screwdriver perfectly. And my finger out the way so I can screw in place on top there. Ouch. Bending my thumb back. It's coming up there, that's fine. Goes in. And a lot of these parts just do not seem to line up properly. I'm hoping this one has. Done. There we go. There's probably going to be a lot of these that you could loosen and maybe try and wedge together. When the last ones go in, I'm guessing they'll probably be 1 millimetre too little to get it in, so then you'll have to loosen everything and try and properly wedge in. I'm on some level I'm hoping, but on a lot of levels I don't think it's going to happen that way. So that's that panel in. Easy enough. And lots of cables. We've got to do something with the cables on this. These are getting absolutely ridiculous lately. From underneath, bend the LED, yeah, so it's got to bend over and in, similar to what I've done, but not exactly. I just bent it. It comes along here. I'll try that. See if the lights work. That's a double. Doesn't seem to want to work. There we go. See the light lighting up there. So that will work fine. So, looking good. I'm a little bit peeved that we've got no registry number on this, because that would have been better if they would have done that for us, but they haven't. So they don't. There are parts on here that have got the registry number already done. So I'm guessing that's a good point. Why don't we use that in 29? Keep the neck ventricle parts supplied for stage 28 parts. We're using hand for 29. Okay, so 29 parts. This one now going there. Why don't it come with that? Okay, 29. Right. So easy enough. Looks like we get the panel there. And the metal part is bigger than the panel there. So it looks like I'm going to put some lifeboats, lots of windows in. 29k, is that the piece of plastic parts? Oh, okay. So we used those originally for tying cables together. But I'm guessing 29k is just sticker. So we're going to use 29k to cover over for some light bleeding. Oh well. Right, so let me get on with this. I'll do a fast forward if you fancy. 29 done. Well, 29 on the way. We need to do this part here, so that's going to be a part there. There we go. So this part will go in here. 2 LEDs put in place. Not bad. 2 LEDs in place, and then these 2 new LEDs on here. Yes. There's 4 packs of LEDs. Okay, so they all doubles. That's a double. That's a double. That's a double. They are all the same. No, they're not. Okay, so we don't know if these are flashes, if these are different colours. Right. So leave me to it. I'll do a nice little fast forward of stage 29. section, and the two lights here. So I'm just going to run through what I've done. Panel there, one bulb goes into that, the other one I assume will fit into that side, or the one that goes onto it connects on the side of, but that's how they do it. Light works fine. These two now, did that panel fit on there, piece of tape on there, because I think they're a little bit worried about light leakage. So yeah, well, we'll see what happens with that in the future. I like the way that they put these two here and just stuck it in place for us. Could have probably done it with the rest, but you know, this is a build series, so yeah. I'll get rid of the pot there, that's done with. Right, it wants retrieve the battle section neck, assemble it and thread both sets of the neck panel lights through the neck left brace. So we, okay, so it looks like we go, this one goes through here to here, and then just plugs in on number 2. I think we've got the same as everything else. Is that way around or the other way? You can really tell. I'll get it right one day. Will we get it right today? No. Not a chance. So that goes in there. Right, done. Sit down. So that just goes underneath that section right in there on the neck. Whereas the other one, once we threaded through, not the first brace, the second, but in front of where the battery is, away from that cable that I've put there, because it looks like it should be there, but it shouldn't. Right down in and comes out the same hole again. I mean, I could be a bit more tidier on the cables on here, but it doesn't tell you need desperately to do this. But and that can go in the other one next to it, which is there, which is nearly the middle. Actually, no, that's there. Yeah, that doesn't matter. This is just a power board, this is, so it's not like it's, I have to do that one there for flashing, that one there for still. It's just a power board. See, once you're doing them two, I've done the wrong way around, but it doesn't really matter. So down with that sort of thing. Stage 29 continues over leaf. So more cables running backwards. Take this section and just directly onto the board. Okay. Take the left ventral section. This is left. Yeah. And just plug it straight onto the board. That one, Ralph. There we go. And go in place. Take the locking alignment light. Oh, sorry, what? I think that's that. Because we're doing port to start with. Shove it in there. So which way around does it go? There's a short end and there's a longer end. Slot this end. Oh, actually, there's a sloped end and there's a flat end. So the sloped end goes down. Okay, put it in there. I held it with the tweezers and then let it go. The lights come loose again as well. Right, there we go. Slot this end into the place. That equally sloped round hole in rear left corner battle section. Okay, so that should be fine. If that doesn't line up with there, then I have a problem. Okay. It does, but it doesn't. And that light's come off again. I had a problem with these last time. I knew I wanted to put these on, but to make sure they were glued in place, I think is the best option. Just doesn't. They don't want to stay where they want to, where I want them to go. Oh, come on. These are a pain. It's holding there for a minute. Right. And that's where it's furthest back, so the slope is, yeah, one way or the other it will work. Right, so that, and then does that want to be facing inwards? Possibly deal with those cables later. Just have to go straight in with it. Okay, so now we need BM 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 BM screws and an AP, because that's going into this back plastic work here. And make sure you don't trap your cables like I nearly did. Sorry, right, so I'm going to do the back one of them, AP. So it's under both of them, since the magnetic screwdriver has been a bit of a pain. Right, let's get its corner in. And with the plastic ones, probably screw in until you feel enough tension that it's not going to kill it, but it's not also going to remove the thread. So a BM screw, I want 3 of these. I'm going to put one in the middle, and then come around the back again. The metal ones don't matter as much, but you start ripping off the thread on everything, you're going to have problems. And luckily they supply with a lot of spare screws. There you go. I'll put the A1 back in the front, the AP, size A plastics. Right, let's not watch. That sticks up further than that one. I assume that's the correct way around. I hope it's the correct way around. So it does look like that. And last screw over here. Ta-da! Okay. Nice and tight. Looks like a part there will cover this bit up here. Same with this corner here. Same with that. These two, I don't know how they're going to cover these two up. If it's same as what they did with... Actually, there's a panel there. That'd be a transporter emitter. If they do the same as what Diamond Select did by just putting little circles of plastic in, that'll be a little bit disappointed on them bits. But maybe unavoidable. Don't know yet. Just look at that gap along there. Whether or not it's meant to be there or we'll do something with it later, I don't know. Still, we don't know why they're press, and that's not as easy as the other one. So I think because we've got stuff behind it. Might be because it's got this on it. Okay, so that's the next section done. There will be, let me just have a look for you while we're here. And this is that way around, dingbat. There we go. Ooh, that don't fit right. Okay, that's not good. How far out the alignment is on there? That won't screw into these parts underneath here. There, and there. Unless that goes in first. And the reason why it's plastic, it bulges out. Look at that, even the top bit there is out by a couple of mil. That's going to be tricky to do. But still, it's not for this part. So that's 29 done. Only got one part left to do. So we've not fitted that one yet. I assume we're going to fit that with this, which isn't. Oh, that's a point. Wait, have I missed something here? To test the panel, do that with it. Yes. Reflector panel. Why doesn't that fit? I think the dish bit is actually probably going to be going in there. So why aren't we putting that in place yet? Over that side maybe. Looks like it fits. No, it doesn't fit at all. But it's not asking us to put that in, so that's a bit odd. Oh, and this source apart is an absolute pain in the bum. So done, threaded through, and not done. Doesn't even say to keep it to one side for later. Right, assemble, graceful neck. Okay, fine. We just don't do that yet then. Neck, done. Okay, so stage 30. What are we doing now? See, that's that part there. So again, what is going on? So swap you for 30. And only the 3 parts in 30 now, at least. So, oh, beautiful, wonderful. And this is the only one for it. So let me do a quick fast forward. Actually, now you've seen this one earlier anyway, so I'll just get this done. Keep note of the left side assembly in a safe place until the assembly. So it's needed later in the assembly. Why didn't it tell you that on the other one? It just doesn't tell you. Bear in mind, escape pods. Why would you make 2 parts and only tell you that there's one of them? Right. Quick jump cut, shall we say, and this part here will be full of windows. And that's this panel done. As always, lights in the front, well, windows, back panel on, light down the side. It doesn't tell me to want the other one putting in, same as this one, doesn't want me to put this one in either. I don't think these fit together or even side by side possibly. There's a hole there. That's a running light, so that's going to be alongside something. Okay, so these probably are opposite ends. That might be, because this one is definitely on this side. It doesn't tell me to fit it, but it does tell me keeping a safe place until it is needed in a later stage. So I'm guessing both of them must be for that. You have to figure out which one's which. One of them's got a life port and the other one hasn't. Yes. So there. That is stage 30. So only 90 more to go. Unless I start throwing freebies at us. It's supposed to be giving us a freebie anyway, to be honest. It's supposed to be a free issue. I don't think my subscription came with any discount this time. I mean, I have the 5% discount anyway for having the whatever, early bird, whatever, 3 months subscription. Close these before I knock them over. So you'd have thought I might have had a freebie. We were told we were going to have freebies anyway, so it's going to be free special and all sorts of gubbins and stuff with this at a later date. So I'm left with another couple of parts. Correction, 3 parts to go in the pot for later date. I'm a bit concerned this is plastic, but behind here is all the metal structure anyway, so it does need to lose it. Shall we say it needs to lose some weight, but I don't fully know. We'll see what happens. That's not that side, no. What is it missing? Because there's an Enterprise underneath there. Ah, I thought there were, because I know there's parts on there. This panel here has got the notches on, so this is just, we've been a prototype next to torpedo bay. It's not as it looks like a phaser bank, but it's not. There's a docking hatch there. But below it, in this panel that goes here, potentially, is where it should say Enterprise. Whether it does or not, I don't know. If not, we've got a load of stickers to do and put them in the right way and lined up and everything fine. So, that in mind, that's stage 8 done for the Build the Enterprise D. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please follow on social media. You want to help out the channel, links are in the description. Just get in touch, comments down below. And with that in mind, I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.